Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another Wednesday, which means it's time for another Nozz watches Zombieland Saga. So, in the last episode, I lost my will to live. Because bad CG! Hey mate, why's your idol group bad CG? Please, for the love of God, let it not be more of that, please. If I can live, like, the rest of my life without seeing any shitty fucking musical numbers done in bad CG, I could die a happy man. I could die a real happy man, I'm gonna tell you that. But yeah, so we've moved away from rap, we've moved away from metal, and we've settled on shitty J-pop. So, you know, that's a big oof, but hey, we still got character drama and interpersonal relationships, right? Right? It's not complete write-off. I just have to deal with my absolute most hated form of music for the next 8 episodes. I would rather listen to country, not gonna lie. But let's see where we go from here, shall we? And see who gets their happy fun time murder backstory in 3, 2, 1, and go. Last time on Zombieland Saga, we had the dumbest fucking group name ever, and Tay just got super high off of magic markers. She's been awake this whole time, but she's just been huffing. She's been huffing the dry erase pens. So honestly, we haven't been able to get anything out of her, to be honest. Please stop showing me the shitty Miku Miku dance number. Please stop. Please cease. Gozaimasu! French ouch. See, even he doesn't want to say it because it sounds fucking stupid. It sounds fucking stupid. Oh my god, that name still bugs me so much. I've been trying to swear less. I know. Oh, okay. From now on this one, let's challenge. Here's hoping it's nothing super stupid to say. Ugh. She died of a heart attack, didn't she? Every time she gets spooked, her heart grows like 3 sizes. Do you have a soundproof room? Do you have $50? Like, you don't need a recording studio to record, like I mean, it won't sound as good, but you could super record a demo or something. All they need is a room with soundproofing that they can just get with egg cartons and head off to Best Buy and buy a cheap condenser mic. Won't sound amazing, but it'll sound decent enough. Let me guess right now. Yep. There it is. Not even giving him a chance to breathe. Because he's not planned this at all, and he's literally flying by the seat of his pants. This is just Ocarina in a wig, innit? This is Ocarina in a wig. Like, he stopped getting wherever he gets his money from for the future lab. So now he's running this idol group to try and make scratch. So, do they not smell? Oh yeah, this is the hot springs one, right? Yeah. About what I expected there, but... Another thought. Also, why have we never seen his eyes? Is he undead? Is he a spooky lechman? What? Like, they're corpses, right? Going in the hot springs will make them bloat up. If not, slough their skin off. I still hate this opening so much. Actual worst opening ever. I'd rather have nothing. And I know I say that, and the reason I say that is because it's just a generic anime opening. Every pleb tier anime has something that sounds like this. The visuals aren't even all that great to start with. Like I know I've ragged on the music, but for real, like, the visuals of this, they don't do it for me. Probably because it doesn't feel like they match the music at all. But it's also just got essentially nothing to do with what's going on. Like, nothing in this, other than the small clips they use from the show itself, barely anything has anything to actually do with the show itself, other than, ah, look, they're zombies, ah! Like, this end bit here, we've got them on stage, is like the only bit. And I'm pretty sure that's just going to be a scene from a shot from a later episode, so it's basically just a clip. So he's just gonna go off and enjoy a vacation. It's almost as if this is an exact idea of how the idol industry works, where you lose all of your free will and all of your free time, and you gain nothing. I mean, at least Saki has the right idea. Lily is adorable. She's absolutely adorable, and I cannot wait to find out how someone that tiny died. Especially if it is implied that she died of a heart attack. What could have possibly caused that? What part of being in the Japanese acting / idol business could have possibly caused her heart to explode? Seriously, like, why do they not have Tay on a leash? Like, for real. I got a kitty cat! Like, I feel like they should just have Tay on a leash. Like, how is she not eating anyone? Seriously, like, get that girl a leash, or a harness, or something. Can they even eat? Like, I know Tay can, like, scarf down those squids, but do they go anywhere? Like, can they, like, how functional are their bodies? This is somehow gonna backfire on it. They wouldn't show us this if it didn't backfire in some way. Like, Tay's gonna wander in and just eat her shortcake or something. Nah. No, it's a sundae. Why do I think it was a shortcake? Young people love the drugs! We're making a new version of Ritalin and Adderall for the college students, you know? Just something pucks them up a bit. Oh! Don't draw attention to it. Don't draw attention to it. For Christ's sake, don't do it! Oh no. They're in public. I mean, you'd also be having long, fulfilling lives. You know, except for the, the idols, they'd be, they'd essentially nothing would change, but still. Ah, yes, I feel like I'm watching my father behead my many suitors. Ah, the memories. As they would fight for honor. He's some form of lich or necromancer. I mean, if he becomes a problem, just eat him. I mean, you zombies, eat him. Like the makeup should be like they got makeup on their legs and feet, I assume, which is kind of weird since they'd be wearing shoes. But I mean, I guess being consistent all the way through must take forever to do. But shouldn't their legs be bloating up and that makeup coming off and turning quite green? Like they should be looking like gangrene patients by now. Practicing's for cowards. Still totally cut. What the? Seriously, what they bathing in mineral water or something, or mineral oil, whatever it is, whatever the stuff is, you can dunk electronics in without it shorting. To the elbow, she's in. And it went rather well. Until, didn't. How does having people like these people... Like, I get they've been dead for a while, but, I mean... If Michael Jackson suddenly showed up as part of an idol group, I'm pretty sure people would notice. Then again, as far as Michael Jackson's concerned, there wouldn't be that much of a difference between him in real life and him as a zombie, but okay, fair enough. But still, someone would notice and be like, hey, is this Michael Jackson? What's he doing? He's supposed to be dead. Or if Uncle Phil showed up on another young adult sitcom. Like, hey, that's Uncle Phil. What's going on? He's supposed to be dead. So I might have missed it for a second there because I blinked for a second. But so did they ever establish what Sagan Ship Z does? I might have just missed it, but yeah, and that means it wouldn't affect you, wouldn't it? Why do you have muscle fatigue? You're dead! Like, this is probably for fan service to get, like, good looks at them at that lower back. That lower back, that tasty lower back, but there's no way they feel fatigue in the first place. They like Oh, and this is a crime! Oh, this is a crime! They are doing crimes now! They just did a crime! And I'm not just... And also they did the strips thing. But yeah, that's doing a crime right now! Look at that! Is Tay singing, or is she just moving her mouth? Because it kind of looks like she's lip syncing to it. So either that's an error with this awful Miku Miku dance knockoff they're using, or there's something going on with that. Also, I'm 90% sure they're all using the same skeleton, which means Lily, who is shorter, is just using a scaled-down skeleton, and it looks really, really bad. And it looks really, really bad on Lily. Because it looks like they're all using a skeleton based off of Sakura's model. So for people to get scaled up, it's not that bad. But for Lily, oh, that looks not great. Okay, we got some people missing. Like, you guys did crimes. I mean, also, if they stay in the darkness, I mean, that could be a thing. It's not a crime if you don't get caught. From doing crimes. I thought that was established that she is a big criminal. Screw him! Saki-chan just want to do crimes. I is just like, I heard you was talking shit. Oh, now it's Junko. Damn, I always get them mixed up. Damn it. Junko's like, I heard you was talking shit. How do you go to a hotel with a onsen and not... Oh, that face! Oh, I just need like a cap of that face. I just need like a PNG of that face. I love Saki so much. Tied for first on that one. So you didn't even try to keep your makeup on then? You didn't even try to keep your makeup on. Did Junko just get fed into a wood chipper? Like, seriously, she looks like she's just been, like, stitched together from, like, 6 other idols. They've had those attached to them all night, haven't they? They're going to become drug addicts, aren't they? They're going to become drug addicts. Yes, you look like you're animated in Miku Miku Dance. That's the one thing you should probably fix. Says they should be swelling up like balloons. Oh no. That's not good. That's not good. Why are you taking a deep breath anyway? Why do you... Her head came off. Her head came off. Why, though? How are these girls this stupid and not using their zombie biology for their own benefit? Oh, hi, Tay. Oh, and Tay just looks like Sadako, doesn't she? So that's even worse. They have to be doing this on purpose. They have to be doing this. Nobody is this creepy on accident. They're just gonna have to conk that woman over the head and make her act like she's dreaming. It's like, knock her out, drop her in her bedroom, and hope that she thinks it's a dream. I'm sorry, what? What? But how did her head even... She bonked her head on the rocks and it came off. Jesus. These girls are very, very bad at being zombies. Like, Christ. You're dead! You shouldn't be getting tired in the first place! Like, I feel like there's just a little bit of a plot hole here. They're dead! Why do they get tired? Why do they have any biological process whatsoever? Like, the fact that they're like zombies that can think and all that, that's fine. That's necromancy. Whatever, that's established in fantasies. Whatever, who gives a shit? But I really feel like this show just... They want the zombie thing, but they want the idol group thing more. And that's a really big shame. Like... Because, like, they're going with the idol stuff, like, where it's like, oh, yeah, like, we need to get a budget. No, we're gonna not make ourselves look like absolute friggin' morons. But the zombie stuff only comes up when it's a negative impact. There's no... There's no use of the benefits of being dead. Like, you know how many idol managers would literally kill if they could make idols that didn't need to sleep, didn't need to breathe, didn't need to eat, sleep, breathe. They didn't get tired. Like, even better if it's the type of necromancy where you have complete control over the actions of your victim. Like zombie idols should be something that, like, proposes... Why is there a big chicken, man? Why is there a big chicken, man? Oh, and their Tamagotchi is alive. Yay! You know, but like this shit, like the only time the zombie stuff comes out is when it's to the detriment of what they want. And even then, it's not consistent. Like, why? What? Okay, so if their makeup didn't come off in the foot bath, what would make them think the makeup would come off in the onsen? You know? And if the makeup and if the makeup wasn't going to come off in the onsen, then why did they take it off before going in the onsen? You know, like, and then at the same time, like, Sakura's head has been perfectly attached to her body this whole time, but the one time she needs it to not come off, it comes off. And like a little tap on a rock because she was holding her breath and went too quick underwater and kind of bonked it a little bit. Like, you know, like, it feels lazy. Like, it feels like they want to do the idol thing way more than they want to do the zombie thing. And the only time they bring the zombie thing back is when they're like, well, we need some conflict. Let's come up with something. Like, you know, like if they're dead, that water should have bloated them a little bit. Like, what I would have done... Like, okay, so, if I was to make this episode... Like, honestly, make this series, honestly. Because, like, and actually use the zombie thing to the advantage. So, that strip, I mean, it's a drug, right? It's a narcotic, or something like an amphetamine, or something, right? I mean, it says it requires a doctor to do it. So why not have it? So while the zombies do not fatigue, they do not get tired. Maybe the amphetamine like affects their brains regardless. It puts them into hyper mode. You know, like they're still limited by their brains. Like their brains still think they're human, so their brains do the limit that normal human stuff does. So like with humans, our arms and our legs, like if we took off like our brains like built-in limits to stop them damaging themselves, we could literally jump like, what was it, like 20 feet in the air, like someone tested it. Like basically like there's this like test done where like they electrocuted so they tested like electrocutions and like all that and like to match to like see what was going on. And so like, you know that idea like when you touch an electric fence and you're like with both hands and you get zapped, you get launched back like 100 feet. Like that's not because the electricity is exerting a force on you. It's because your arm muscles, they're getting blasted full of electricity. And hey, guess what makes the muscles go in the first place? Is electricity. Yep. The brain has no input on that electrical output because it's not coming from the brain. So the arm just go and shoot you back with the full force they can do. Same is true for the legs, same is true of any muscle group. But doing that, though, causes muscle damage. Now, I'm assuming there is something in place to cause them to heal wounds they get. So, like, imagine if that patch, put it on, it disables their brain's limitations on what their muscles can do, and they do, like, some superhuman stuff during that concert, right? And the woman, the pharmaceuticals person, sees that, and they're like, oh, they're using some stage magic to make our stuff look, ooh, okay, I like it. That girl's going above and beyond, yeah! You know, like she's getting hyped, like, yeah! Right? But, and then, like, they got a second concert, like, let's say, the next day. So what the girls do, like, they decide to reward themselves, like, when, they decide to reward themselves. Now they've noticed that the makeup didn't come off in the foot bath. They figure out, okay, so if we go in the onsen for like 5 minutes, like 10 minutes tops, yeah, we'll be able to get in before all our makeup comes off. And in the very worst case, we'll just like wrap ourselves in towels and we'll just keep our heads above water. That's fine, right? So they do that. They do the onsen, but they realize because they're corpses, yeah, their bodies have like soaked up the water and it's got nowhere to go. So they look fat. They look fat. Yeah, so they what they've got to do is, going into their next performance, they got to find a way to shed that water weight really quick, or otherwise work around it. That'd be what I would do. And I would get them the budget here, but I think maybe they do something really hype next episode to get the budget, I don't know. But they get the budget here, yeah, based on what they do. Or maybe they don't get the budget because they can't figure out a way to make themselves not look fat. yeah, in time, so they kind of look a bit chubby, and no one really wants chubby idols. So it's like, okay, what happened between yesterday and today? Yeah, and they can't move as well, so they're just, you know, like, just use more stuff. Use more stuff that comes with the concept of being a zombie. Zombie biology is something that you can use to a great extent, because, like I said, there's no muscle fatigue, because, I mean, you shouldn't be feeling pain in the first place. Yeah, there's no breathing, there's no, like, eating, you don't even really need to blink, I guess, I mean, except maybe to, like moisten your eyes so you can see, right? But, like, they have this stuff here, and they just never use it unless it's inconvenient for them, you know? Like use their zombie biology as a positive and the negative. Show, like, what, like, an idol group as zombies, what challenges it would face, and, like, what, like, super hype stuff you can do with it. You know, there's no, like, it really just, honestly, you can, if they didn't say, oh, we're zombies, like, every, like, 6 lines, if every 6th line wasn't, oh, but we're zombies, oh, we're dead, like, etc., etc., like, you could very easily forget these girls are zombies for 90% of this. And it just... And it frustrates me to no end, because it's a plot point that just... Why? Why? But, I don't know. This episode, I don't like it just because of the missed opportunities. Like, it was fun, it was charming, it was endearing. Like, character-wise, no, this was hype. Yeah. I love every single one of these characters. They're all really nice, and I like them, and their designs are great, and their personalities are great. I like them. And they get in, like, little fun antics. It's great. But just from a pure, like, narrative-wise, this episode has so much missed opportunity that just... And it just completely just shits the bed on it. And I just can't. Nah. I'm hoping this isn't one of those series that goes downhill incredibly fast. I hope. I want them to do it good. So, as episode 3, it's not quite failed the 4-episode test yet. It hasn't failed it yet. Because those first 2 episodes, I did like. Those first episodes I did like, so they can do stuff with this. They can. They just have to choose to. So, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt on this one and just say, hey, they wanted to just do something goofy, and okay then, fine. They wanted their onsen episode, they got out the way quickly, okay, fine. But, just... Ooh, concern. Big concern. Like, there's so much that you can do with this, and it feels like they're just dropping the ball. I don't know, man. Music's still crap. Visuals on the music is still crap. Like, there's active issues with the 3D modeling. Like, not just the fact that, like, oh, old man Nozz is just hating the CG again, yeah. But no, like, it's actually awful. The movements are stiff and awkward and just gross. It looks like they're all built off of one skeleton, which does not work for the much smaller Lily. Like, it looks like Tay has her own skeleton, because, I mean, or, like, not her skeleton, her own animation. Like, that's different from everyone, which that's good. But everyone is basically doing the exact same movements in the exact same way, and it's robotic and gross, and just... The movements just look awful. They look gross, and it looks like the majority of them are just using Sakura's skeleton. Like, they made one skeleton for the 3D model, and they just booped it onto everything else. That's what it looks like. Now, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that's how they did this, because once again, like I'm saying, it looks like Miku Miku Dance, except worse. And I'm pretty sure for Miku Miku Dance, it doesn't give you skeletons. You have to actually put a skeleton in the model yourself in order to rig it. But, yeah, no, these are awful. They're all just lifelessly just moving around like puppets, and it looks about as good as this. You know, like, it doesn't look great. It's yeah. Other than that, though, decent show. Good characters, decently fun, just really, really dropping the ball on the narrative and the visuals. Just, you could have done better. Could have done better. Like, and I understand, like, maybe they didn't have the budget for it. I mean, an idol show with zombies, like, you're going to cut the budget somewhere, but Did you have to cut the budget in, like, the thing that's supposed to be, like, the main gimmick of Idols? Did you have to cut it there? Couldn't have cut it nowhere else? No? Alright, well, anyway, let me know what you think down there in the comments. Whether you agree with me, disagree with me, or you want to bring up something I left out, because, maybe that happened. I don't know. And, how would you... If you were going to rewrite this, what would you do? How would you incorporate their zombie biology? Or would you just remove it altogether? Because honestly, at this point, it feels just so tacked on that it's almost vestigial. So how would you do it? How would you rewrite this episode to kind of, like, get things going to be either, like, a little bit more zombie or a little bit more idle with, like, less zombie? Because one of these things needs to be, like, either up or down. Just, boy. Let me know that down there in the comments. Anyway, as always, I am Nozz. Remember to like, comment, favorite, subscribe, share on social media, tell your friends, hit that little share button down below, because that helps a whole bunch if you tell your friends, because YouTube has made organic growth absolutely goddamn awful. And if you want to support the channel monetarily, you can also do that on Patreon, which is going to be linked on the end card in a minute, and also it's linked down there in the description. But also down there in the description is a link to my Discord channel, which is open to everyone. But on that channel, on that Discord server, is a channel specifically for patrons. And on that one, you can recommend things to be Let's Played, reacted to, live streamed, whatever. And also got a special patrons-only movie night that's going to be happening sometime this month. Ideally, it's going to be happening Friday of this week. But I've got some moving stuff going on, so if it don't happen, then we'll just do two next month, I guess. I don't know. Or like at the very end of this month. Yeah, I'm moving places at some point this month. I just need to get the applications all done and get like a place finalized. And that's kind of been throwing a massive wrench into everything this month. Ugh, big fun. Big fun! Big fun. The biggest of all funs. But yeah, let me know what you think down there in the comments. And as always, I am Nozz, and I will see you in the next video. But most importantly, we'll become a trash mammal today. And I will see you around.